Alright. This should be good to go in a second. How's everybody doing today? Vanillix, what's up, man? Good to see you. Been a little while. Good to be back streaming, though. Yeah, I had the week of being sick, and then Tuesday Mel was in town, so... yeah, spent time with her and stuff. But it's good to be back streaming. It's been, I guess, 2 weeks now since I last streamed. Over 2 weeks. Since 2 weeks ago was Thanksgiving. But how you been, man? How you been? I'll say these first few aren't going to be Grookeys. Most likely. I had some eggs left over in my party from finishing up my competitive team. That whole battle went pretty well, I will say so, if I do say so myself. But yeah, so there'll be a couple of Goomies that hatch and then a Ponyta, I think. Just for anyone curious as to why it's a Grookey hunt and we're not hatching Grookey. Watching Game Awards. Game Awards in 30 minutes. Oh, nice. I did not realize that was a thing. You've been good. Good to hear, man. Good to hear. YouTube's doing the thing where it says it's not getting enough video, but I doubt. OBS says it's fine. I'm assuming that it's okay on y'all's end too. Yeah, so these are those Goomies. They're most of the way through being hatched, so they shouldn't take like their normal step amounts. I think they're all hatching right now, actually. So there's a Ponyta in my party, and then a Grookey, egg-wise. So once those hatch, we'll get a full party of Grookeys, and we'll be truly on our way here. I have the Shiny Charm now, so this should go a bit more quickly than it was probably going to before. Also, Oval Charm, and I have my Masuda Ditto still, so... So yeah, we'll be good there. We should be good on that front. So proper method hunting now. Yeah, and that should be... no, we still got one egg. One egg to hatch. This will actually be a Grookey. We can add to the counter at least one. Alright, here we go. Yo, Derpy Dog, what's going on, man? Hunting for your dad. I hope you find him. I hope you find your dad. For a little bit there, it seemed like it, yeah. But yeah, right as you say it, you summoned him, Vanillix. Summon some more people. Alright. I think I'm just gonna put all these in the PC for now. I don't know, I might, I guess, trade away the Pokerus, since why not? So we'll see about that, but yeah, I think it'll also make it a bit faster, I feel, as far as collecting eggs and stuff. Then I'll also have to mass release them or mass surprise trade them or something. It's kind of late for a few. Oh yeah, absolutely. Yeah, the streams happen late US time, so I can't imagine Europe. But with work, I don't have many other options. Yo, Apex, what's going on, man? Welcome to the stream. How you been? How have you been? Hopefully you've been well. Can't watch for long, just like to say hi. That's all good, man. That's all good. Good to see you. Can I get a Pokerus mod if I have one? Yeah, I might do that, like, sometime this weekend. This is the first weekend I'll be home in over a month. Most weekends I've, like, left on Friday and gotten back at, like, 10 p.m. Sunday. This is the first weekend I've been home, so I'll probably... Hold me to this, guys. Like, call me out on Discord, I guess, if I haven't done it. Like... Trying to think what day I'd probably do it. I don't know, if I don't do it Saturday, make sure I do it Sunday. Pokerus giveaway. Basically, I'll trade away all these Grookeys, since I believe they'll all have Pokerus. The Carkol in the party doing the flame body work is Pokerus, so we should be able to do that. I'll probably just continuously set up new flame body mons, I guess. I have a whole bunch of roly-colies. So I'll probably trade away a bunch of Pokerus Grookeys. Yeah, I got super lucky and found it. This is the first time I've ever had Pokerus in a game. Like, straight up ever. Never got it before. So I'm quite pleased with this turn of events. I don't know if there's an animation for it. I feel like there's a small animation for Pokerus, like when you encounter a Pokemon that has Pokerus, or when it infects your Pokemon. I think. I might be totally insane. I was like super out of it when I got it, but I could have sworn like the UI kind of pulsed the Pokerus icon color. And I just decided, you know what, let's check and see if I have it, and sure enough I had it. Do the streams at 1 a.m. so it's considered early. Oh man, I have to wake up for work at like 7 a.m. though, so... That's okay, I'll just get like 2 hours of sleep, that's fine. Yo, Iconic, welcome to the stream. Isn't Lunala shiny locked? Yeah, that's mostly there for a meme. There was that event they did, like, right before Sword and Shield came out. And I just collected my Lunala on stream, so I put it there as though we got it with one encounter. I mean, I collected it from an event, so yeah. It was mostly a joke. We hadn't found a shiny in a while. Yeah, I'm aware you can't hunt it. It would be awesome if you could, because that means you'd most likely be able to hunt Cosmog. Did I get the shiny charm? Yes, I finally got the shiny charm this past weekend. So I've been making use of that. I've found 3 shiny Zigzagoons now, so I have that line complete. Yeah, so I have the shiny charm. I have a Masuda Ditto. We're all set to go. We're actually shiny hunting proper now. All the previous streams, like 2 of them didn't have any Masuda method. Then I finally got Masuda method, but still didn't have the shiny charm. I think it's time to get Pokemon out of the PC. Yeah. Alright. Yeah, so since... Oh, do they not all have Pokerus? Interesting, interesting. They don't all have Pokerus. I'll have to work on that. But I will keep them. I'll make them Pokerus off of something. I figured that they would seeing that the Goomies had it, I figured they would just kind of have it. But interesting. I guess they do have to enter a battle with the Pokemon. So I don't think Karkol's necessarily high enough level here. We're gonna see if we can run from this Stuffle. If we can, I'm gonna run from 2. That should give them Pokerus when they come out, but yeah, we're on par level-wise, so yeah. We could easily black out from this experiment. Yeah, so I'm not gonna be able to do this with... I'm gonna... Yeah, Karkol has the Pokerus, so this isn't gonna have to be how it is. Yeah. Yeah, I'll make them all Pokerus. It's pretty easy. You just have to run from stuff. Yo, Juan Manuel Garcia, welcome to the stream, man. 3 shiny Zigzagoons. Yeah. I got 1 full odds before I had the charm. Before I started really doing, like I was starting to try to build up my encounter number, but it was still under 35. Like, it was about 35, I think. So that was still full odds. And then the other 2 were after 500, and I had the shiny charm and everything. Think you get to battle with them in the party? Yeah, that's what I'm realizing. So that'll be pretty simple. That'll be something I do, I guess, Saturday morning, Saturday early afternoon, and then I'll just start doing trades from there to give away a whole bunch of Pokerus ones. I feel like that'll be a fun thing. We can try that. We can potentially try Dynamax raids. So I'm finally really just to the point where I'm cool with doing those. But how you doing, Juan? Good to see you, man. Good to see you. I just realized this is the first stream I've done in November. I say that after having said that my last stream was before Thanksgiving. But, like, somehow, yeah, this is still the first stream I've done since November. Interesting to think. But yeah, so guys, remember, I guess, mark it down. And again, make sure that I stick to it. Pokerus giveaway Saturday or Sunday. Hey guys, I was talking about, I talked to you guys about this before it happened. I finally built my first competitive team in Pokemon. It's not 100% done. There are a few things I either need to hyper train or get a slightly better IV Mon to like be at that right level. So there's that, but then there's also what was I gonna say? There's a couple items I needed to like to do's with the right abilities and stuff. But yeah, it takes a little. It takes a while to get some of those like Flame Orb and stuff. Flame Orb and Life Orb. Those like are RNG items after beating the League again, or the League equivalent in this game again. And oh my god, I wasn't gonna do that in the one night that I had to finish my team. You're making no sense, Juan. Making no sense, man. It's all gibberish. Maybe you should get that checked out. Also, I'm on to you. I fell for something like that one time in the past 2.5 years of streaming. I fell for it one time. Not gonna happen again. I forget what it even was, but I fell for it. I'm playing Sword or Shield. I am playing Sword at the moment. My Shield game is still at a very early Japanese save in the wild area. For doing that Masuda Ditto collection. Yeah, so I got that one Ditto and I haven't touched Shield since. I probably will at some point. I do need to get myself a Zamazenta. As well as I do need to get a couple of these Mons that I do have. For the sake of how I like my collection, I need to get them a certain way. So yeah, I have a few of those, but I kind of Kind of rushed through it a little bit this time to make sure I could get the shiny charm more quickly. Still took me a while. Interesting. One has it, but not the others. Interesting. Yeah, so like I said, guys, I'm going to go through. I guess it's RNG whether or not it gets it in any given battle. But, yeah, like I said, guys, I will get Pokerus on these. And I will be trading them away. So I should have a whole bunch of Grookeys for that. I think that'll be fun. I think that'll be a cool thing. Like doing a legit Pokerus giveaway. So I feel like a lot of those giveaways, they end up being sketch as to whether or not they're actually Pokerus mons. But you guys have seen it. You guys have seen that I have the Pokerus. You guys will have seen all of these Grookeys. Yo, John the Pikachu, welcome to the stream. How you doing, my friend? How you doing, man? I'm really hoping we can get this Grookey quickly. I don't know how I'm going to do this, guys, because I had an idea, and I kind of ruined it with Zigzagoon already. So as some of you guys who've watched for a while know, you know that I go for living dexes, hence the 3 Zigzagoons instead of just getting 1. So I want to go for a living dex. I want to be able to hunt as many of the Pokemon as you guys want me to hunt, and I also don't want you guys to feel bored like I'm hunting the same thing again and again. Since the way the Sword and Shield shiny hunting works is kind of easy to just stop a hunt and come right back to it. I was thinking, and like I said, I already messed this up with Zigzagoon. I'm thinking off-stream I'll hunt 2, or I'll hunt 1 less of the Pokemon required for a full living dex. So like, for Grookey, I would hunt 2 off-stream, and I would hunt 1 on-stream. Same with like Scorbunny, Sobble, what should have been Zigzagoon. I'd hunt like 1 Squavit, 1 Nickit, stuff like that, one Yamper, and then I'd hunt the other 1 on stream. I'm thinking that would be a good way to go about it. I'm not sure how that would work out with a lot of the ones that are just a single Pokemon in the line, especially some of the harder ones to hunt. I just feel like streams are too short for that, but I feel really weird if I do encounters for a hunt I'm doing on stream, off stream. Like, that feels weird to me. You know, like, I know there's some hunts that's just super casual and also super long. Manaphy is one that would be done this way if I came back to Manaphy at some point. I would hunt some on stream. It would at least be proof that I'm like doing it legit and I'm putting in the work. But doing 20 encounters a day was just not enjoyable on that. So I feel like that one's one where I would do a significant amount off stream and then just pop on stream with it occasionally. So like, do something like that. I feel weird about that with like, just being like, alright guys, Impodimp's gonna take a while if I don't Masuda method it. Like, that one would be weird to me. Because it feels like it holds up a lot of stuff, right? Daisy said, if you pat your head 4 times, you will never fail a shiny in 2020. Well, what if I do it 8 times? Does that make it, like, good for 2021 as well? I got Pokemon White from a friend of yours at school as an early Christmas gift yesterday. Dude, that's awesome. That's awesome. You playing it now? Or are you holding off on it? I still need to play White. I own White. I own Black and White. And I've only played a little bit of it. I really should get back into that and play more. My problem has been, it's like, I want a shiny hunt. But now, at least, this is one thing, and I will continue to praise this method for, is there's no chain to keep up. It's just like an insane number of Pokemon to find, and then you're set. You always have that method going on. Like, I really do appreciate that. I understand kind of the, like, concern almost that comes with that, though. I do understand that. Like, oh, you're not, like, it's not some ridiculous method. But it's like, I don't know, I feel like the chains of the past couple games, SOS and then catch combos, they make it really hard to take a break from shiny hunting and do something else. Like, SOS, you're literally in that battle until you give up on it. Let's Go, you can go do something else, but you lose the catch combo. But yeah, like, this is a method you can pick up and put down, and there is nothing keeping you from doing something else. So I feel like it's a great one because it means I can play other games and stuff, or do other hunts while there's one particularly long hunt going on. So I really do appreciate that with these games. I will continue to praise them for that. I think it's going to make shiny hunting on streams way more enjoyable as a whole for the next, however long these games are the main games we hunt in. Just for that reason. Like, that was the reason I didn't do a lot of Let's Go hunts on top of catch combos, just being so boring to stream, is the fact that, like, if I wanted to stream a hunt for you guys, that's all my Switch could do for the potentially 2 to 3 weeks that hunt was the only thing I did. It's why I didn't do Mario Maker videos and Mario Maker streams for a while, and kind of what killed the momentum on them was I was in a Nidoran hunt and didn't want to break my combo. Bought your roommate a small owl statue that's from New Zealand. That's pretty neat. That's super cool. Owls are great. Anything owls is great. Rowlet is an example of that. For a while at work, I was sitting at one desk that had a sticker on it that was like about a company initiative that we had, and it had 3 owls on it. And I was like, heck yeah. Like, that's the one thing that I'm not going to clear off on this desk. And then they moved my desk, and it was a sticker, so it was like permanently stuck to the shelf. It's like, aw. But it's still there. That sticker still is there. You agree with that? Don't know why people make a big deal about it. I agree with the fact that this method's great because you can put it down, or people make a big deal. Like, I would be okay with something like Poker Radar, because Poker Radar, I mean, soft resets are kind of the same way, but soft resets you have to like get set up for, especially like the ones that were in the Ultra Wormhole and stuff. Also, I really hate, the one thing I dislike heavily about this is that when you let go of the joystick on a Pro Controller, at least, when the joystick snaps back and goes slightly past center, the bike just turns. That's obnoxious. But if we had something like Poker Radar, where, that's another one where you can pick it up and put it down, but it does require that chaining in the process. So I can respect that one, and I really do like that. I wish I had gotten into that when it was a thing. I need to get into it some now, just, because there's nothing stopping me from going back to any of my 4 Gen 4 cartridges that I have and doing, or 3 that can do it, and doing it. I just haven't done it. Yeah, so I can understand that, but I definitely feel like it's less obtrusive than SOS. I love SOS to death, but it's way less obtrusive. Is the chat delayed or stream? Usually what happens is the stream is extremely delayed. I don't know how delayed. You might want to like refresh the page or something, but there is a good delay of about 30 seconds between when I say something and when I respond to the message in chat. Because I see the chat live. Like, as you type it and hit send, I immediately see it. But then my computer has to render the video and send it to YouTube, and YouTube has to process it and send it to you. So in that regard, yeah, there is a delay. Chat will always be a bit behind. I see what is supposed to be a live feed, but it feels like that's even a little bit ahead of what you guys might be seeing. Alright, we hit the 200 mark. 200 Grookeys in the bag. 201 Grookeys in the bag. We'll see. So we didn't get it under 200. But I wasn't really expecting that. The odds are what, like 1 in 512? So I'm expecting it way closer to 512. Way, way closer to 512, especially this time. Also, the Oval Charm is helping so much. Oh my god. Like, I feel like that was a bigger issue than Shiny Charm. Was just not having enough eggs. Let's just put that at the end to make sure. We're gonna hatch a few other random eggs here in the process too. Just FYI. Mom just told you that you were an ugly girl. That's not very nice, but it also might be objectively true. If you are not, in fact, a girl. Or it might be objectively false. I said objectively not true, right? I didn't say, oh, yeah, that's just straight up true. That's the facts, man. You an ugly girl. Hopefully that's not what I said. I am a little bit sleepy. Yeah, see, I keep snapping to the left as I point right on stream. I keep snapping to that side. It's a little obnoxious when I'm trying to aim. I'm trying to aim to pick up the eggs. Maybe you being a boy has something to do with being an ugly girl. See, that's what my thoughts are. Like, I feel like those two things are related, but it also just makes it where it's false. You can't be an ugly girl if you're a boy. You can be an ugly boy, but I have no capacity to judge that statement. I doubt it's true, though, Juan. I doubt it's true. You are a beautiful human being. Alright, more eggs. So I have a question. What is everyone's favorite and or least favorite evolution in these games? Like, evolution method. Because this one has, I feel like, some of the weirdest. I think Gen 6 definitely had a couple. And the two that I can think of both made it into this game. Well, yeah, then this game had some really funky ones. Like, super obscure. Like, you would absolutely never figure it out unless you knew what you were doing and, like, had the internet. That's one of those things where I feel like, you know, in gens past, like, super early pre-internet generations, I think the only thing that was really obscure was something like Feebas to Milotic by maxing out its beauty stat, and I guarantee you someone would have just done that as a joke. And then gone, oh hey, that did something. But, especially most like the Gen 1 ones, where like no one knew what was going on. It's like, oh, they leveled up and they evolved. And it's like, oh, I'm gonna trade you this Pokemon. And it's like, oh, it evolved. And NPCs kind of taught you stuff along the way, but I feel like that isn't so much the case in these. Hate Yamask's evolution and love Alchemy's evolution. Yamask's is really obscure. Like, I don't know how they figured this is a good idea. It's so specific. Like, Farfetch'd doesn't make a lot of sense. Like, that one's kind of obscure too, but like, the related item to the Mon and the typing of the Mon itself lend them to that idea, and yeah, you can kind of expect for that to happen at some point. Sorry, there's something on my mic. I think I got it. Sorry for the noise that probably just made. But yeah, like, Farfetch'd I feel you can figure out, but like, I don't think anyone was just gonna randomly stumble upon Yamask's. Especially since it required some backtracking I wouldn't really expect in like an uber casual playthrough. Like, if someone's just like, I want Renirgus, or however you pronounce it. Like, I don't think their first thought would be to go back to that area. Yo, Mexican Shrek, what's going on, man? Welcome to the stream. How you doing? What's up, man? Not much, not much. Just getting back into the shiny hunting groove, getting back into the streaming groove. It's been like 2 weeks since I've streamed. Which is unfortunate, but that's just kind of how everything fell. With me being sick last week, and then Tuesday, Mel was in town, so you know we hung out then. But yeah, overall it's been good. Hope you've been doing well yourself, man. Shiny Lucario, welcome to the stream. How you doing? Oh yeah, for those of you guys just tuning in, I was talking about this earlier. I mentioned this, you guys probably saw it in Discord. I finally got Pokerus for the first time ever. And I think what I'm going to be doing is, I'm going to be turning all these Grookeys into Pokerus Grookeys, basically just putting them in with Cinderace or with just something that has Pokerus on it. Just running in and out of battles until they all get Pokerus, and then swapping them out with other Mons. I'm going to try that and try and make a stream of it. I think that'll be really fun. It's been so lonely. Hopefully it's less lonely now that I'm back. Or now that other people are in chat. And I'm back. I feel like me being away for 2 weeks is part of the reason why the chat is so dead. To put it in blunt terms. It took a little bit for the stream to get going compared to usual. Yeah, it's good to have some more people here. And hanging out. And hopefully the Pokerus giveaway stream this weekend is a bit more hype. For those of you, I'm going to need help on this though. For those of you who have gone to giveaway streams before, how do they usually work? How do they usually work? Because I figure what's going to happen is I'm going to go into just go into the trade menus and set random link codes over and over again, and y'all pick up on them, and whoever puts it in first gets it. But I don't know if that's like the best way to go about it. I don't know how they really work because I never tune into those kind of things. It's just never been my my thing. Like when there's these super obscure like specific Mons, like you know, obviously it's the Pokerus Masuda, or not even necessarily Pokerus, but Pokerus Mons, or like 6 IV Dittos and stuff like that. Like, I never really cared about that stuff until like 3 weeks ago. Coke and Pepsi and some pizza. Nice. I had pizza for lunch, but I still kind of want pizza. Like, I keep wanting to say, oh, it's been so long since I've had, like, pizza. But I'm like, oh, I had it for lunch. I'm like, well, how about, like, delivery pizza? And then I had that this weekend. I don't know why, man. I'm really feeling pizza right now. Especially now that you mentioned it. Giveaway streams usually work with GTS, but that's dead, or friend code. Friend code would be a... See, that's why I think link code might work for this, right? Like... Because there's a chance that you just randomly stumble into it with a person. But like, I don't know, I can just set random link codes. They basically set up a link code and take random Mons. Yeah, I mean, I would take whatever. I would give the warning that most likely just send me like something you were going to release anyway. Because I usually only keep my own Mons. outside of like some specific ones I have from people who help me out with certain things. Like, if I ask for a Mon for a specific reason, like I'm a pseudo method kind of thing or whatever, then I'll usually keep that, obviously. Like, it'd be weird for me to be like, hey, can I have something, and then not use it? Or like, be like, hey, can I have something, and people work for it, and then I just like toss it away. Like, that doesn't make sense. But yeah, don't be like sending shiny mons to me or anything, because I'm very skeptical about anything I didn't see caught myself. It's funny watching Sky and Daisy eat pizza. I don't think dogs should be eating pizza, though. Whoever in chat finds you first will trade or whatever. Yeah, like that's what I kind of figured it would be. That's what I figured it would work, and I probably could set like random codes each time. Unless I don't really know how the mechanics of link codes work. Like, I've used them, but I don't know if like if there's like 4 people searching with the same link code, does it match 2 and 2, or does it just match 2 and say, oh well, it's been found already? I don't know. Teacher made you figure out where your last names are from and then learn that language? Really? That's kind of interesting. Well, no, like I think he means like if you can trace like the roots of your name back to, you know, France or something, like you learn a bit of French. That's kind of interesting. That's kind of a neat concept. Now you have to learn German. Have fun. Yeah, I wonder what I'd have to learn. I think if I had taken like my mom's name, I would have lucked out and I would have just had to go back to English, which is like super, super easy, seeing as I already know English. But that is not the name that I have. Yo, Timmy the Turtle, welcome to the stream. How you doing, man? How you doing? Need to learn fluent German. I imagine it's not like you are required outright to learn German completely fluently, but like, so the idea is like, usually your last name has an origin in some language. Or just, it has a nationality to it. Like, with Garcia, you would learn Spanish, right? Like, so, it'd be something like that. Like, I imagine they can't be like, learn this language on the fly, just because your last name's in it. Like, I imagine the idea, there's not much pressure to it. Alright, 2 of these are gonna be Kumis. 1996 Toyota Camry, welcome to the stream. Most reliable viewer in chat right there. I can tell just from the name. Recently got your Pokedex to 362 Pokemon caught. Extremely close to getting there, just a few exclusives and trade evos left. Nice, man. Awesome. Awesome. Yeah, the last things for me, one of the last things for me was actually a sword Pokemon. Like, you would think it would have been a Shieldmon, seeing as I'm playing sword, but no. The problem was, I guess I missed one of the days of weather last month that was like this, and I didn't want to change my date, because the Pokemon says caught on whatever date, so I was like, alright, I want that to be, like, legit. And I needed Dino. And it wouldn't rain in the Lake of Outrage, no matter how much I looked. My opinion on Wild Area is the weather should change, like, every hour or every certain number of hours, less than 24 hours. Like, change it a few times a day. Because having one set of weather for the entire day makes some stuff a pain. Started a day and now you only know hello is hello. Yeah, you're gonna find a lot of German words are very similar to the English words, seeing as English comes from German. I don't know if that would make learning it easier or more difficult, right? Like, would you just mix up words more in your head, or would it be easier to follow along with? I imagine grammatically it makes it pretty easy. Seeing as, like, in college I learned Japanese, and my god, the grammar doesn't line up at all. Like, you have to think like, a completely different way about your sentences. Made Pikachu the last Pokemon to catch in Sword for the Pokedex. How'd you get Raichu, then? I don't think there was ever a place where you could catch Raichu, is there? Or maybe in a raid? I didn't do a lot of the raids. I found Pokemon in... My priorities were finding them on traditional routes, finding them in the wild area, hatching them, and then raids. So it kind of made it super easy to not do raids, because I just hatched them at that point. But I do need to go back and fill out my, like, living dex in the PC. I'm working on that slowly. Like, between shiny hunts, I'll go back and fill out a couple of the Pokemon. I did realize, because my living dex, I kind of do a partial form dex. So, like, I don't go for things like gender differences, unless they're big. Like, there's some Pokemon that obviously have some pretty big gender differences. But basically, I go for any forms that show up differently in the PC, I will go for. I barely have enough room to hold a living dex in this game and a living shiny dex in this game. Barely. I think there's like 3 or 4 slots left. So that's gonna be interesting. Because, almost solely because of Alchemy too. Like, I might have to hold off on doing Alchemy until the end, just so I have the PC space to do egg hunts. Like, I need to go through and figure out exactly how I'm going to do each of these hunts. Because one of the questions is, like, for Shield exclusives, do I hunt those in Shield? Like, play through Shield, then hunt them there, and then trade them over? Or do I just do Masuda hunts for those and stuff like that? I gotta figure all that kind of stuff out. Just because of how tight the PC is going to be to hold them all in this game without using Pokemon Home. Some of your friends got England, and that's just not fair. Like I said, if I had my, like, mother's maiden name, I think I'd get England. I think I would have gotten England for that, and that would have been super lucky. In different languages, some words are similar, and if you're going between languages, it gets confusing. Yeah. There's like a lot of those borrow words or whatever you want to call it, just depending on the language and who you talk to. Like, especially modern words. Like, computer is pretty much computer in some shape or form in any language you learn it in. Just because we knew everyone by the time we made a computer, and then we went, hey, this is a computer, and every language went, computer, cool. So it's convenient for that sake. But, yeah, these are going to hatch at a little different rate, aren't they? They're not all going to hatch together here. Really, only one Goomy. I think that Goomy already had steps on it. There were a couple that I, like, half-hatched and then put back in the PC. There you go. So I'm going to turn every single one of these Grookeys into a Pokerus Grookey and trade them away. Your last name means Emperor? That's pretty neat, dude. Yeah, I have no clue if there's a meaning to my last name. Or if it's just a name. You have me curious. I'm going to have to look this all up after the stream. Emperor, what is Grookey's next mission? He's in charge now. It's his birthright. He's the Emperor of all things. That is really cool. Like tracing that back and seeing where it's interesting seeing the evolution of stuff like that. Like for one, like looking at a word and just like what it is in every European language or something, because usually they end up like stemming from the same one somehow or from one or two. So it's really interesting. It'd be interesting to see mine and then trace it back. Alright, so I'm gonna have to try this like after the stream or something. Do some digging, do some research. Do that amidst me playing Halo, because that's absolutely what I'm doing after the stream. Eating and then playing Halo. So I don't know if you guys have done it, but Halo Reach came out in Master Chief Collection, and that means it also came out on PC. I've been playing so much Reach. It's been so much fun getting back into that game. I haven't played it in so many years, so it was so good to play it again. Grookey will be Shinu. Shinu! Another pronunciation of the infamous Shino. I feel like I've had a couple with Grookey, but it's just because I think I'm covering up the shiny Grookey on my layout with stream labels at the moment. Just because I can't hear notifications when I get them, so I need to see them. But yeah, so I don't really have a reference. So I'm just like, it's kind of a light green, and then Grookey looks light green that time, and it's like, maybe this was it, and it's not. It's very clearly not. It's very obviously not. Like, this isn't some subtle shiny. This is pretty blatantly obvious what it is. If we want to talk about Shinos, let's talk about Regice. But also, let's not talk about Regice. Go to a website called House of Names. I'll have to look into it. Thanks for letting me know about it. It'd be interesting because my name's fairly rare, I think. Like, my last name at least. Like, it's not super duper common by any means. Well, it's not like Smith or anything. Or it might be Smith. I might just be throwing you guys off the trail. But yeah, it'd be interesting to see, like, if there is really an origin to it or not. honestly, all the S's and H's, dragging that out makes sense, because that's just how freaking long Regice took. I can't believe it took that long. That hunt took what, 4 months, I think? 4 months of my 2 hours, 6 day a week streams, like 12 hours a week for that Pokemon. And it still took so dang long. And I know I didn't soft reset over anything, because like, I feel like I was getting way more false positives in my head than anything else. But I did recognize it. As soon as it actually was, I knew it was. Also, I feel like we hatched all the Grookeys. I don't know why. I keep doing that. I'm really, really bad about that. Interesting that the... Oh, I know what it is. I know. Yeah. That makes sense. Yeah, these Goomies are part of a batch of eggs I had already started hatching a while ago. Oh, good lord. I'm not going to pick up any more eggs for a bit. I feel like we have plenty to end off the stream. Ian Smith, Will Smith, you got me. He's actually my uncle. It's where I get my YouTuber roots from, is my YouTuber uncle, Will Smith. The photo that looks like a castle is very unique, and it has purple on it near the blood related to a very wealthy king. Sweet. So if I get purple on the flag, I'm allowed to like collect my riches, right? Juan Manuel Smith rolls right off the tongue. I'm trying. There we go. Yeah, so we're just going to run back and forth on this bridge now. Like I said, I think we have more than enough to finish off the stream for the night. Since I am going to make this, what, my hour 15, hour 20 minute stream. Really, it might actually just be hatching all the eggs. We'll see. Smith is blacksmith. Yeah, that one kind of has a one-to-one relation with, with an occupation. So that one makes sense. What's my friend code? I don't know it off the top of my head. It is in Discord, I know that much. It also might be in the stream description. I'm not actually sure on that one. Can I check stream description here? Interestingly enough, that's not something I can do. I can't see the stream description. Oh no, actually I can't I? Edit. It is not in the stream at the moment. It's not in the description. It is on Discord though. Blacksmith at your service. That should be my job, right? I shouldn't have gone into computer science. Gone into blacksmithing. Yeah, we have plenty of eggs here for a bit. But yeah, by the way, guys, that is my competitive team right there. So there are a couple of these, like, Colossal. I really wanted to kind of hyper train out the special defense. And a couple things. I would have wanted Goodra and a Pokeball, but I couldn't complain. I couldn't get it myself. As well as there are a couple abilities on them that aren't quite right, but... Like, I wanted Marvel Scale on my Lotic, but I couldn't get a Flame Orb, so it would have been pointless, and competitive just kind of was better at that point. Yes, that was my team that I battled with, and won. Handily. Yo, Juan Manuel Garcia with the super chat. Hey, you, back to you. I really hope, I need to figure out if Streamlabel or Streamlabs supports the emotes, because I really want those to show up on screen, man. Thank you so much. You, as always, are super generous with those donations. Charizard Tamer, welcome to the stream, man. How you doing today? Shiny Charizard. Obtainable in Galar. As of here, good to have you, Charizard Tamer. Hopefully the shiny Charizard brings some of the shiny luck. Because we are at about the halfway point. Throw Pokeball now? Yes. I throw the Pokeball. I press Y for yeet. Pseudomethoding Sobble is your first ever hunt with the charm. Best of luck, man. Best of luck. Do you know how many encounters you've done so far? How many you've hatched? Yay, the Charizard Tamer. The Pooch emote. Ah, it's been so long since I've thought about Shiny Pooch. The meme is so real. I don't know. I really like that emote. I'm proud of it. It was our first one, I think. I think that was the first emote I made. Like, I know that member emotes, you kind of get like 3 immediately off the bat. I remember Pooch was the first one I made. Isma, what's going on? Welcome to the stream. How are you doing today? Just started? Well, best of luck, dude. Best of luck with that. I'm assuming you also got the Oval Charm, because that will help out a lot. That'll help out so much. Just because... I feel like eggs take a long time to appear in this game. More so than in older games. And I think the Oval Charm pushed it over the top for me just enough so it's like I am now gaining eggs as opposed to losing them. Like every time I hatch. You know, like really ideally you will gain back at least as many eggs as you've hatched. That way like you're always being efficient with it. But you actually don't have that initially without Oval Charm, from what I've seen. I need to get more efficient with how I do menus. Game Awards is dope so far. Have they given any awards? A real question. I haven't played most of the games that are on that list. I think I played Smash, and that's it. Eight eggs and Flame Body. Awesome. Awesome. You got that going, dude. 13 eggs with a Chimchar and Sun. Good luck, Lucario, man. Good luck. I'm hoping I can somehow get crazy lucky and, like, legit finish shiny hunting in this game. For, like... I know it's insanity and it won't actually happen, but it would be so nice to be able to, like, complete a living shiny dex in a game. So I can, like, work on other dexes. Because I was kind of hoping to do that with Gen 7, but it fell apart. I think I was on track to do it. I think I was legitimately on track to finish the Alola Dex. But then I just lost the momentum. That was the big thing, is the momentum was gone. So I wasn't able to like actually work on a lot of stuff. I wasn't able to finish as strongly as I had started, you know? Like I had over 200, so I was over halfway there. I just never finished it. So I want to. That's definitely something I need to go back and actually do. But obviously we got Gen 8 now. So I'm working through Gen 8. As we talked about, I feel like Gen 8 just has a better setup for shiny hunting long term. You know, I don't have to be like, oh, I'd love to play, you know, Mario Kart with you guys, but can't. Stuck in a shiny hunt. Like, that's not a thing anymore. That's such a nice thing that, like, since I started hunting in Gen 7, didn't really realize was a thing. You know, like it kind of is in a... Like it is with something like Gen 4. We're making our way through these eggs. Making our way. Yo! What's going on? Another super chat from One. I'm still trying to sneak around. You're still dummy thick though. Dude, I don't know. I don't know if you gotta work on that or not, but you know, you gotta quiet those butt cheeks. Is really what I keep getting from these messages from you, man. Best of luck with that, best of luck with that. I don't know what exercises would be good for that, but there's got to be something out there. But good luck with the sneaking, man. And thank you again for the super chat. Super chat hype. Super chat hype, for sure. You're still there. You're still the top super chatter. I don't think you've not had that for a single stream since I added it. Being top super chatter, dude. I seriously appreciate it, man. Seriously appreciate it. More than I can express with words. The Emperor shall let you pass. Oh yes, the Emperor's in chat. This doesn't mean you actually are able to get past him now. You've been given permission. You don't have to sneak anymore. This changes everything. Have you heard anything new about the Kappa stuff? I haven't really looked much into it. I should, but I haven't. Yeah, being, like, there's been so much going on since the last stream, which we talked about it on. Yeah, there's just been so much going on since then. I haven't really looked into it. It's a big deal, and I should, but I just haven't. Yeah, so I haven't heard anything new about Kappa, but there is that whole new policy change that happened, I guess, yesterday or the day before, and that wasn't met very well with the community. I know that's a thing. That's a whole other thing. YouTube's really in a tough spot with it. Like, they shot themselves in the foot and put themselves in a tough spot. But they're in a tough spot just being the kind of company they are. It sucks though that it keeps it keeps just kind of getting pushed off to the creators for a lot of that. They do need to work on that part. Like, it continuously feels like every time YouTube gets in trouble, it just kind of becomes YouTube creators got in trouble. Alright guys, I think the timing has actually worked out pretty well for when I usually end these streams. We're gonna hatch these 2 batches of eggs. I think that's gonna be about the end of the stream for us. See, that'd be the actual way to do it, Charizard, but YouTube shot, like, that's what I mentioned by YouTube shot themselves in the foot a long time ago with that. Of just, they kind of admitted, yeah, people just bypass that. The whole parental check stuff. And as soon as they kind of admitted that on paper, it blew away their argument for using those parental checks, but... Alright, heading out. Alright, see you later, Charizard. Thanks for tuning into the stream, man. It was good to see you. Thank you for the sub. I hope to see you again soon. Like I said, I will be doing the Pokerus Grookey giveaway in a couple days, sometime over the weekend. Yeah, and then Tuesday, at least, we'll be back with some more hunting. Grookey or whatever the next thing is. Nah, see, here's the thing. TV gets away with it because it's not personalized ads. That's the problem. That's the reason YouTube's in this predicament. It's personalized ads. That's the issue, not ads in general. And then YouTube shot themselves in the foot with that by telling these advertisers, hey, we know that these are kids. We can advertise to them with personalized ads. That's the no-no. So now it's somehow falling on the creator to be like, hey, YouTube, don't show this video to kids. And yeah, it's a weird, like, dodging of the blame, I feel. I hope you get it. I hope so too. I would love to end this stream with a shiny. Shiny Charizard fled. Oh no, but we caught it. The Pokemon got away. Ah, it just looked like it was caught. Such an unfortunate event. Alright, one last batch of Grookeys for the night. We'll see if we can get any shinies out of it. I think it should be pretty straightforward to turn all these Grookeys into Pokerus Grookeys. And I feel like that stream, with the number that we have, is going to be decently long. Assuming there are enough people to take this many Grookeys. I also don't know how any of the IVs on them. Some of these guys have decent IVs. They'll be good Grookeys. I really should have thrown the Destiny Knot on one of the Pokemon that's breeding, because I think between them there's 5 perfect IVs to choose from. Like, it's a 4 IV Ditto, and I think a 1 perfect IV that isn't the Ditto IV on Grookeys. So there's a chance that you could Destiny out a perfect out of that. Yeah, it definitely feels like a sandwich, right? Like, on one hand, you could lose all your monetization. On the other hand, you could lose most of your monetization. You gotta find the line in the middle and somehow hit it. I don't know. Like I've said, I've been marking my stuff as not kid content because I make it for people like me. It's not intended for kids, it's intended for other shiny hunters my age. I know, you know, Egg, Puffin, Wes, like, all those guys. Kia, none of them are the demographic that Kappa is trying to protect. Like, and that's just who I, in general, just assume is made for. Because, hey, I'm also like them, and that's who they make their content for people who like it, and they like it. It's like, most people I know who do shiny hunting are, like, in college or have graduated college. Like, that is my argument, because legitimately what I started making it for. Yo, Karim, what's going on, man? Just in time for the last couple of egg hatches. How are you doing today, man? How are you doing? You know, hopefully with the stream on over the weekend, it'll happen earlier since weekend, and that'll mean we can actually do a raid of someone. Because part of the issue is it's just been so dang late when I stream that we can't really do raids. Alright, guys. We went to a little Christmas party at a place your aunt works, which is nice. That's awesome, dude. How was it? How was it? I'm looking at the IVs on these. There's a 3 IV. That's not bad. That's not bad. Yeah. But yeah, guys, you want to see them? My 3 shinies I have gotten in Pokemon Sword so far. They look so cool. I don't know. Zigzagoon's my favorite of these. I don't know. This color scheme is actually fantastic, though. I didn't know how much I would like it on the evolutions, but it holds up. It holds up, in my opinion. But guys, that's it for the stream. Thank you all so much again for tuning in. Thank you to everyone that liked, everyone that subscribed. Big thank you to Juan Manuel Garcia for the amazing, generous super chat donations. Yeah. Like I said, I will be trying to stream Saturday to do the Pokerus giveaway with all these Grookeys. And then, yeah, from there we should actually be able to continue with some normal streams for the next couple weeks. Actually, I say that, and then I am immediately going to say Tuesday might be early or late. I'm not sure. I have a deployment for work that's going to be late at night, but I also finally get to start working from home, which means I might be able to stream a bit earlier since I can, like, be ready right as work ends. I'm not sure. We'll have to see. But yeah, thank you guys so much again for tuning in. Yeah, and I will see you guys all in the next one. So until then, take care.
Any ideas?